Hey guys, in today's video I'm going to show you how to set up TikTok ads, how to scale, and how to test new products with TikTok. Of course, let's get straight into it. Now before we get started guys, I'm not gonna be asking you to like and subscribe. I will let you watch the video, and if you like it, please show some appreciation. If you don't, leave a dislike, then I know I need to fix some things up. Alright, so let's get into it. So first of all, we are on the campaign level. What we need to do is select conversions. Next thing is the campaign name. Of course, why we selected conversions, guys, is because that's what we want. We don't want traffic, we want people to buy, right? So always conversions. Next, the campaign name, I always put the product name and then test one. So just that can show me, all right, I'm testing, the product for the first time. Next is the budget. No limit on the budget, no CBO. It's gonna be ABO for testing. Now, the first thing we're gonna do is basically select the pixel and pick the event as the complete payment, right? So we want complete payment as the event. That's what our goal is. Always go with our goal. Next is the placement. Of course, I don't go with automatic. I go with, selected placement, and I go with TikTok because I don't really know what these are. So our creatives are going to be videos, and I don't think these support videos. These are just for images. They might, I don't know, I just didn't use them. I got results with TikTok and really good results, so we're gonna stick with TikTok. Next thing is the user comments and video downloads. As you can see here, I have the video downloads off because I don't want anyone stealing my creative, but the user comments are still on, so we can stack up some engagements. Next thing we're gonna go for is the targeting, so just skip everything right here, just jump into demographics. The first thing is the country. We are going to target Canada and the United States because, these are the biggest countries and that's where your most customers are going to be. Gender, it depends on the product. For in this case, I'm selling a female product, so I'm going for female. And age, 18 plus. Language, I just leave it unlimited. So my product is a hair product. So of course, now we are going to pick interest for the product and we're going to pick one interest per ad set. So I'm going to here pick beauty and personal care. So as you can see here, you can just click on the interest and you're going to see all the list, and you can just pick something that is related but also fairly broad. I like to keep things broad. So I'll go with beauty and personal care. Next, so detailed targeting expansion, of course, don't do it. That's TikTok is in a beta version where their AI system is not so good at the tracking, so I would just leave this off. Device, I would also leave it on broad. Just don't target specific devices. I notice with these advertising platforms, the more space that you give them, the better they perform. So just leave everything as broad as you can. Now the budget is $20 per day. That's what I go for, and schedule it for next day at midnight. Optimizations, of course, convergence, and the bid strategy is lowest cost. That's what we are going to start with. Jesus, something fell down. Anyways, let's keep going. Now, the next thing we're gonna do is the ad level. Now, on the ad level, first thing we're gonna do is set up our creative, right? So add a video. Now, guys, this is so important that your video have to be very similar to the content that is on TikTok, right? So look at this. This is just an example video that I found, but this is how it should look like. So yeah, as you can see, the video is super TikToky, right? So it's literally it looks like any other video on TikTok. Nice music is super important as well. You want some catchy music. If you're doing hair beauty product, try to pick a very pretty model so that she can grab attention of everyone that is watching. And the more attention grabbing your video is, the more you can sell. Now for creatives, I'm going to give you a few tips to where you can outsource them. So the number one place is Bilo. Bilo.app is the place where you can send them your product. They're gonna get an influencer for you, and they're gonna make either a testimonial video or just a video of them using the product. It's a great tool. You can just go ahead and use it. Or the next place is TikTok itself. You're just looking for influencers that they know what they are doing. They have good videos and good engagements, and then you reach out to them, you ask for a partnership. You can get two things out of it. One is a shout out. You just send them the product, tell them, hey, I'll pay you for a shout out. So they're gonna make you a video, they're gonna give you a shout out, you might get some sales, and also get a video that is ready for you to test, right? So a lot of influencers as well that are on TikTok, which is really cool, they are new to the platform, so they don't even know what they really are worth. So you can literally send them the product and they will be happy. Just because they got the product, they can give you a shout out and a video. Just make sure you pick someone who they know what they are doing, right? Make sure someone is, their videos are nice, they're attention grabbing, and they have good engagements. Next thing is, of course, the display name. That's where I put my website name. For this example, I just went with albino. And the text, as you can see here, click shop now to get yours today for 50% off. That's what I go with, just like straight up an offer in front of their faces, and that works really well. Now for the call to action is shop now. The URL, I always send people to the product page, and the profile image, I put a picture of someone using the product or just a really nice picture of the product. Now that's basically it for my ad level. So let's click submit. I need to put in product URL. Let's just do product page.com, whatever. All right, let's just wait a few seconds and we are going to be back in the TikTok manager right there. So let's see the new campaign. So I've tested a few products on this ad account, just none of them worked. So yeah, let's go to the ad groups. And now what you want to do, guys, is, of course, this was, I think, beauty and personal care. So you want to name every ad group, which is ad set, basically. Every ad set, the same name as the interest that you went with. And then you want to duplicate it, copy. And then number of copies 4 times. That's what I like to go with. I like to go with 5 different interests, existing campaign, and hit duplicate. Good, just click on next and then click on submit. I hope this doesn't make the video boring. Good. So what we're gonna do is just let it load for a little bit. And now you see I have 5 different ad sets here, right? So what I want to do is I want to go into the copy. So copy 1, click on edit. And all I gotta do now is just go inside it and change the interest, right? I'm not gonna do it for every single one of them. I'm just gonna show you one time. So go in here, click on the interest, delete this one, and select something else that is related to your products. Use your logic. Now, I went with beauty and personal care. Next thing I'm going to go with is, let's say, apparel and accessories, right? Because anyone who is interested in accessories, they care about how they look, and they will care about making their hair look pretty. That's my logic. Again, like I would always, guys, like keep in mind, I would always have one ad set that is broad. So I have 4 interests and 1 ad set completely broad. No interest, no detail targeting, nothing. Okay? Now, that is basically my testing. I'm going to let that campaign run for 2 to 3 days. If it is profitable, I will let it run. If it's not profitable, after, like even after 2 days, if the campaign is not profitable, I just straight away kill it and move on to the next product. But if it is profitable, then we start scaling. And this is how I scale my products on TikTok. So there are a few ways that you can scale. Now, one way is CBOs, another way is bid cap, and another way is just duplicating the ad set and increasing the budget. So let's start with CBOs. Now, how do we scale with CBOs on TikTok? It's actually very simple. You want to basically, let's say out of this 5 ad sets, 3 of them got you 4 to 5 sales that are with a profitable ROAS, right? It's so important. 4 to 5 sales with profitable ROAS. So all you gotta do now is just create a new campaign, which is a CBO campaign on TikTok, right? So you can just basically select all of these ad sets, click on copy. I don't know if I can copy all of them. I don't just want to do a new campaign. It's gonna take way too long. Copy, a new campaign, name the campaign name, product name, scale CBO, right? Because that's what you are doing. And then click on duplicate. Now, once you turn that on, you want to set the budget at $100 per day for the CBO campaign and let it run for 2 days. If the campaign is profitable, you start scaling it up by 50% every 2 days. So let's say $100. It's profitable after 2 days, you go to 150. Let it run for another 2 days. If it's profitable, you go to 225, right? And so on. Just keep scaling it up by 50% every 2 days. Now, next thing we're going to talk about is scaling with bid caps. So bid caps, how it's gonna work is, let's say for example, you have, one ad set is performing really well with the $20 budget. So what you are going to do is you're gonna take that ad set and you are going to duplicate it 5 times into a new campaign. And this is going to be your bid cap scaling campaign. That's exactly how you're gonna name it. Now in that campaign, you're gonna have 5 different ad sets with $200 budget on each one of them, and then set a different bid on each one of them. So let's say, for example, you are getting on average $15 cost per purchase. So what you are gonna do is you are gonna do one ad set for $13, one for $14, one for $15, one for $16, and one for $17. 5 ad sets with different bids. These numbers that I just talked about are not the budget, are the bids, the cost cap. So you are telling TikTok, I want you to get me a purchase for this price, but we test multiple prices so we can know which one will be performing the best for us. That's the second method of scaling. Now let's move on to the third method of scaling. Now for the third method, what we are going to do is we are going to be basically duplicating ABOs in a bigger budget. So let's say, for example, as we can see here, right? So let's go back to this campaign that we were working with. And let's say the first campaign that we started, the beauty and personal care, is the one that is profitable, or even multiples. So how to scale with ABOs is you want to duplicate it 3 times. Now the original budget was $20. The budget you want to have on the duplicates is basically going to be between $40 to $200, depending on your budget, on how much you are willing, to risk. Now, very important, keep in mind, whether it's CBO, whether it's bid cap, or whether it's ABO, if an ad set, right? If an ad set spends more than your targeted cost per purchase, you need to kill it. You do not want to let it overspend. What does that mean? Let's say you are making $30 profit on each product sold, okay? So if an ad set spends more than $30, you want to get rid of it, okay? You do not want it to spend more than $30, all right? No matter what scaling method you are using, bid cap, ABO, CBO, you need to be very strict with your ads. You do not want anything to overspend. That's the key with TikTok. Now, guys, this is the scaling methods that I use. We talked about CBO, we talked about bid cap and ABO. Now, keep in mind, guys, with bid cap, if you want to scale, if you get, like you see, let's say the bid cap of $15 is getting you the most results. How to scale it is very simple. You just duplicate that ad set more and more and more. And for ABO, if you want to keep scaling it up, let's say you duplicate from $20 to $40 and it's working really well, then you just do the same thing. You duplicate to 80, you duplicate to 160, and so on. Good. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you do have any questions, you can send them to me on Instagram or leave them below the video. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not very active on YouTube, but on Instagram, I'm always there. So just hit me up. Let me know if you have any questions. And I'm also gonna make a PDF, like just a very detailed explanation about TikTok ads. And if you guys want it, just DM me on Instagram. I'll send it to you. I don't have it done yet, but once I do have it done, I'm gonna send it to all of you guys. So yeah, I told you at the start of the video, I'm not going to ask you to leave a like, comment, or share this video. But if you do like it, please leave the like. Only if you like it. If you don't like it, just leave a dislike, right? And if you want me to make more videos, if you have any topics in mind that you want to learn, please leave the comments below the video, and the comment that is most liked, I'm going to make a video about that topic. Other than this, I wish you a fantastic rest of your day, and peace.